gifted by mercy Mutua. For the young and old, gifted by mercy Mutua. Are you gifted? Gifted by mercy Mutua. God's giftings, gifted by mercy Mutua.
Hello everyone, welcome back. This is Gifted by Mercy Mutua, where we share real life stories about business, about faith, and about talent. Today with us is a great man, and today he will be sharing his journey in the creative industry. His name is none other than Abel Amunga. Thank you so much for being here. Karibu sana.
Thank you so much.
And we cannot wait to hear your story, your journey in business, in faith, and in your talent. Karibu Gifted by Mercy Mutua.
Thank you, Mercy Mutua. I'm happy to be on the Gifted by Mercy Mutua show.
Yes.
My first time ever here, and I'm sure this is going to be an episode to many other visits to this show.
Oh yeah, oh yeah.
Because like you mentioned, you can't wait to hear about my journey.
Yes.
You said in faith, in business, in
talent.
Talent.
Yes.
And you know, Mercy, each one of these is a separate long story that can take the whole day. So because we do not want to give out half-baked stories.
Yes.
We'll just, we'll just make this kind of an introductory kind of show.
Yes.
So then people can look forward to many others.
Wow, I can't wait. I can't wait. I can't wait.
But thank you so much for inviting me to this show.
Yeah, so introduce yourself to us. You are Abel Amunga, we know that. And then what do you do?
Okay, I do a lot of things like this. Like I said, my name is Abel Amunga. I feel like I'm doing an audition. You know, when we go for auditions, we say, I'm Abel Amunga, I'm this much years old, I am an actor, I've done this and this and this and this.
Yeah.
But this is now a different show, Gifted by Mercy Mutua. So yes, guys, I'm Abel Amunga. I'm a father. I'm a father to one. I usually like to mention who, because I'm not a father to many. Though some of you that have fathers to many children never say my son is so and so. But I only have one, so it's really easy to introduce. I'm a father to one daughter, lovely daughter. Her name is Ruth Matete. And I am a grandfather to one lovely Reina Tolua.
Oh, yes.
She's 5 years old now. Yes.
Wow.
On the side, apart from, I can't just brag of being a father and not what I'm doing. I'm an actor by profession. I'm a veteran actor. I've been in the industry for more than 25 years on the screen. I'm also a musician, being in the music industry for the past 40 years. That is in the limelight, you have no idea. I'm also into business because I operate entertainment company where we do entertainment in different functions. I have a music live band, which is really, really great, and you're going to hear more about it today.
Yes.
Of course, Mercy Mutua knows about it. And, well, I'm an MC, yes, I'm a professional MC. If I'm forgetting anything else.
I think you are.
Yeah.
So you voice over what is that called?
Yeah, I'm a voiceover artist, and I also work as the station's voice for Citizen Radio. If any one of you has ever heard a voice like Radio Citizen, Chemi Chemi, ya ukweli, that sounds familiar.
Hey.
Yeah, that is my sig tune for the radio #1 in Kenya, Radio Citizen. Citizen Radio, lazima mfanye kitu bwana. Siwezi kuwa naongea namna hivi alafu mniongezea kamshahara kidogo.
Wakusikie.
Mniongezea kitu kidogo.
Wow, that's amazing. Did you say 40 years?
Yes. Actually, it's more than 40 because before I came to Nairobi, I began teaching local choirs back in upcountry. I grew up in a KAG church back home. But we were brought up in an Anglican church. But when we transferred our residence to Ushago from Kakamega town, I ended up in a KAG church, and I began, teaching music there. So I've taught choirs from as early as 1980, 81, 82, 83 there.
Ngojea. Ati?
Yes.
Training?
Yeah, training.
1980?
81, 82, 83, 84, 85, 86.
Wow.
Because I came to...
I was not born then. My goodness.
You should have whispered that.
Oh my goodness. I just spoke my mind. I'm like, wow.
Yes. I was young then, but I was so enthusiastic about music, and that's when I also got to learn guitar. My gifts, I should say they are in the pia watu wanasemanga iko kwa damu. I can also say it's in the blood because we were brought up seeing my dad and my mother sing in a choir, in an Anglican church choir. My dad used to sing bass, my mom used to sing soprano.
And what do you sing?
Everything.
Oh, wow.
I do backups. I'm a professional BGV, by the way. I do a lot of backups for different musicians, and I can sing any voice. I can sing a female voice, I can sing a male voice. I can sing bass.
Wow.
Yes.
There's one thing I've realized about everything that you're doing. It revolves around your voice. It's like that is the gift.
Correct.
Wow.
Correct. But then I never got to know about it until the early 90s. Initially, it was just music. Like I was saying, I trained my local choirs, and we used to be very active when it came to Christmas. We would have competitions from different churches, singing all those Christmas carols. And I was known all over my location in company of another friend of mine who had the same name, shared the same name. We were both Abels, and yeah, we would go to different churches training, and that's when I got to learn how to play guitar on my own.
Wow.
And my first guitar was personally made, custom made. I made it. I just carved something from a wooden log, dug a hole, and then took my mom's flour sieve, destroyed it, which put me in a lot of trouble. And then I got strings, two strings. You know, I just crafted something, and then that's when I started playing two strings, and then later on I learned how to play fire.
You know, many people think that you have to wait for the perfect time, you know, when you now have the perfect guitar, like the real thing.
No. You might not have access to it, but you can go out of your way. If you ask many musicians, some of the guitars they used to learn, some of them used to steal. Like you walk into where your uncle, your brother, or whoever puts their guitar, and then you steal it and then take some few lessons. Before they come back, you've learned something. And some people had to learn, you know, playing instruments through hard ways, especially during our days. Nowadays, you guys buy instruments for your children. Nataka mtoto wangu akuwe na piano. Nataka mtoto wangu akuwe na guitar. You buy them.
True story.
See, when we began learning to play guitar, it was almost like a crime. Like when you're found trying to play guitar, your parent would hack you really hard.
And how did you
mtoto unaanza kuwa mkora, tunaanza kutaka kucheza guitar. Unataka kuanza kuwa mkora wewe? Guitar, as musicians and bands would be for wakora.
Yes.
Watu wa levi, watu wana mbele wala nyuma. But nowadays, you see, this is what we're talking about.
Yeah. How did you make it then? Now that your parents are thinking, where is this guy going?
Yeah, we used to hide, actually. We used to hide. I would never be seen with a guitar. The first time I had a friend's guitar, I would never take it home. I would rather hide it somewhere. Nikipeleka nyumbani naificha huko nyuma mahali kuku zinalala. Because ikipatikana nitachapa.
Wow.
Because, you know, when they were singing in the choir, they never had guitar. They only had, I think, walikuwa naimba na kayamba na congas peke yake. You know, the Anglican church choir. So guitar, before I could embrace, it was a long way. So later, to cut the long story short, when I came to Nairobi, I joined up a choir called IFC, Jericho. IFC means International Fellowship for Christ Church. We used to be in Jericho Social Hall then. Those were in the early 80s. But I came, I joined in 1985. That's when I joined IFC Jericho Choir. You remember songs like Adamu na Eva?
Yes.
That's like a sick tune to many people now when you talk about the legend music.
Yeah.
I mean, you know Atieno, of course. Yeah. And we had the late Isaiah Simeha, who was the main guitarist. Songs like Sodoma na Gomorrah, Sodoma na Gomorrah. You see? When Gen Z na unakumbuka nyimbo kama hizo.
We see Gen Z by the way.
Oh, of course, yeah. We see Gen Z.
Yeah, we see Gen
but
Z.
do you remember, even Gen Zs would remember because because they left a mark.
Yes.
Yeah, so that's the time I got into serious music here, recording and performing with choirs here and there.
So wait, take us from you have the gift, I can sing, but how do I package myself to get paid for this gift or for this talent? What was it for you, or how was it for you?
I have sung in church choirs for many years. But sadly, I can say confidently that I have never benefited from any of my performances in church as a church choir singer. No dime. Because then we would sing, and I remember most of the times we would record with this choir, and most of the money would just go to, you know, the church kitty.
Yes.
You know, church constructions, hii ni ya kufanya nini, kujenga nini, and stuff like that. So ours would be kazi ya Bwana. Hii Mungu atabariki. Kazi ya Bwana, hii kazi ya freely or given, freely give.
Yes.
So unakuta talent yako unatumiwa kwa jina la Bwana. So to speak, for a bit of a lack of a better word. Kwa jina la Bwana. Mungu atawabariki. Naona. But there's some proceeds, of course, ambazo hata mimi kama ingekuwa saizi ungekuwa unafikiria wacha nipatie Masi amefanya hivi na hivi na hivi. It never used to happen until late in the recent years. That's when people began, you know, reaping from their talents. And it began mostly when most musicians began going their own separate ways, because you realize that there were some years when choirs zilipunguka kidogo. Then people started singing, you know, kivyao. Most of the singers you see today as individual singers who are and the budding musicians, most of them wameimba choir wote. Kila mtu alianzia kwa Sunday school, youth, choir. After choir anaimba kidogo, frustrations nini, mtu anaingia kwa studio na record song yake. And then after that came is when people now began realizing, kumbe I can earn from music.
Yeah.
My journey about earning from music goes as back as when we began producing cassettes. Because when we used to produce cassettes, we would package them and label them and sell them to some music stores in town, and we'd have people who would go all over Kenya distributing music in form of cassettes, until the time they came to the CDs, and then people realized we can also go further and record videos. And then we began recording VCDs, and then we realized kuna kitu ingine inaitwa DVD. Then we began recording DVDs.
Yes.
And then we would sell. Actually, that time we had so much proceeds from our talents. We would record and sell, and it was like a booming kind of thing, because people would even rush to studios. People were not musicians, and then that's when I made a lot of money, because walikuwa na Abel, nifundishe. I teach you 1 2 3. Unaingia studio naimba, unauza. So people would wait for nini natoka ya fulani ya Munishi ametoa marebo, Munishi ametoa nini. So people would wait for Munishi anatoa volume 1, volume 2, volume 3, volume 4. In mwezi moja ametoa volume kama 3 namna hivi. Ilikuwa ni pesa. It used to be money. And then people would even stage concerts on the streets.
Yeah.
There was a guy called Mubiri. He would stage concerts on the streets around Ambassador, around Kencom, around Archives, and he would play music from different artists, and he would have guys doing merchandising the CDs. Inaimba na naonyesha watu hivi, watu unatoa pesa unanunua nini na nini. People sold a lot of music. They made a lot of money. That guy became so rich, and that's the time most producers who are not even talented made money from people who are talented. And then it evolved onto to this time when now people can individually invest in music through social media, like YouTube and all those other platforms like this. Yeah.
And so for you, when was the turning point for you to say, my goodness, honor, I've made money from this? Can you remember, like, the time you were like,
okay,
kumbe, I can make money from this gift?
I can tell you personally, I cannot brag of any point I've made money from this gift, because I have I've given myself to mentoring, training, and teaching. Both veteran musicians and budding musicians. A lot of people know that I've mentored and taught a lot of musicians who are known in this country. Maybe let me not mention names, but a lot of gospel musicians who have names in this country. You mention to them Abel Amunga, they will tell you, huyo ni mwalimu wangu. They will tell you, huyo amenimenta, huyo ni baba. I have a lot of them. Yeah, so my happiness is to see them grow, and even now to see them make money. When I see them making money, I am happy. The only one time I tried to make money out of music, I recorded one album, and I had a trip in the US. That should have been 2006. When I got initially I've been to the US previously in the 90s, 1995, 1997, 98, 99. I used to work in summer camps as a camp counselor. So I've been to the US, and my interest was working with the young people, mentoring them and counseling them and teaching them. So I've been to various camps in different states in the US. So during that time, my main aim was to just, mentor and take care of them, because most of the youth that I used to counsel in camps, summer camps, had special needs. Like some of them were diabetic, some of them were burn survivors, some of them were asthmatic, and some of them were from the inner city. The inner city in the US, kids are like watoto hapa tunaweza sema watoto wa slums. So in the US and other developed countries, the third world countries, the city is occupied by mostly people who are not very well to do, as compared to the people who live in the countryside. People who live in the countryside are affluent, they are rich, they are wealthy, but people who live in the city, in the apartments, I don't want to live from hand to mouth. So kids who come from the cities, we call them inner city kids, very rude kids, very unruly, kama wazimu, kama wachokora. So we bring them to camps and tone them down and teach them, and so I used to do that. But then one time, when I visited the US long after I stopped being a camp counselor, I went with my own album with 11 tracks of songs. I sold music. I would go to churches and I would print. I bought a printer machine there. In the night I would not sleep. Na print CD zangu. Naziweka nini karatasi na glue. Hizo siku nilikuwa naika na glue. In the morning I would go to this church, I sing, I leave my CDs at the door. After service they are sold out.
Wow.
Napewa $2 zangu. When I came back home nilikuwa na dollars, my friend. That's the first time I ever sold music and made it out of music. But when I got to Kenya, I never did much marketing of that album.
Oh.
Saa hizi ndio nimeanza kuingia studio nataka kurecord.
Really?
Yes, at 62 years.
Wow.
Saa hizi another record.
And you know something about gift or a talent, what I've realized is, look at you from how many years ago, and you're still in that.
Yes.
And you can still flourish
Yes.
in that. You're still flourishing even in that.
I am going to flourish. I'm going to flourish.
How many years later? Like, it's like it doesn't get old.
No, it doesn't.
There's no retire.
No. And I usually talk to a lot of my age-mate musicians who used to be in the same industry with me then. Do you still sing? Niliacha kuimba, niliachia vijana. Sasa mimi ninakuanga mzee wa kanisa ya AIC, nakuanga mzee wa kanisa ya PCA, nakuanga mzee. Who told you kuwa mzee ni talent? When God gives you a talent, a gift, gifted by Mercy Mutua. We are talking about gifts. Gifts, a gift is something that you do not deserve, something undeserved. You're given.
You're freely given.
You're not entitled to it. Wewe unaambiwa tu siku yako ya birthday nitakuletea gift. Hata uambiwe ni nini. You are given freely.
Yes.
So these gifts tumepewa freely. And when you're given a gift, a talent is like a gift. Actually not like a gift. A talent is a gift. You know, there are many gifts that can be given.
Yes.
God creates you and puts different gifts. God gifts every person that is created a gift. If you're created by God, lazima uko na gift fulani. Kuna mtu anasemanga, mimi sina gift yote. That is wrong. Talent ni tofauti. Talent is one of the gifts. So, if you're talented, it never fades away.
Yeah.
At whatever age. So now, coming back to your story, it's about how to utilize that talent to empower yourself financially, especially in the current society. Yeah, because we have a lot of young people out there who have talent, and they are living in utter poverty, but they are rich.
Imagine.
They are very rich inside. So you need to base on that and say, hii niko nayo, kama mtu mwingine hana, naweza kuitumia na mimi ku enrich myself. It's really pathetic when someone discovers that you have a talent and they use your talent to enrich themselves. They elevate themselves to a point sasa unaanza kuwategemea because of your talent.
Yes.
Unaelewa? It's very, very sad. It has happened to me and to many others, of course. I'm sure I'm talking to a lot of people out there. You have talent and someone takes advantage. Wanatumia talent yako, wanakula pesa, wananunua magari, wananunua nyumba, na wewe uko hapo na una kitu. Sasa wewe unarudi kwao kwanza kuwaomba.
And it happens.
It happens. So whatever talent you have, I think, like we spoke from the beginning, there's no particular time you can start using your talent to earn. Whatever time you discover you have talent, try and reach out to people who have similar talent and ask them or learn from them how did they get to start earning from this talent. Na wewe uanze. Usikae pale, you know, sympathizing with yourself. Oh, nilikuwa nataka kuingia studio, I don't have money.
Yeah.
Sasa sijui mtu anaingianga studio aje, sijui mtu anaanzanga namna gani. Do not sit and complain to yourself. Reach out to people and ask.
Yeah.
Yeah, uliza.
You just never know.
You just never know.
Yeah. Na bila kuuliza uweze ambiwa ndio.
Uweze ambiwa ndio.
Hauwezi ambiwa ndio.
Yeah.
It's always a no. As long as you've not asked, it's a no.
Yeah.
When you ask, there's a possibility that it's a yes. Wow.
Yeah.
And so, as we are saying, and as you're telling us that, you know, about discovery of talent. Now, I can hear like it came from your parents. Now, you have a daughter, a renowned gospel musician in this country, Ruth Matete.
Yeah.
When did you were you very intentional with it? Like from the beginning, I need to know, I need to see, like, what is in this girl? I need to make sure it's nurtured, it's coming out and all these things. Yeah. Talk to a parent somewhere. I'm a parent, a young parent, and you know, I'm just curious to know, for you, how was it? Okay,
I took in, it's a long story though, maybe one day we'll speak about it, but I took in Ruth Matete. I got Ruth Matete out of wedlock. So I took her in when she was about 7 years. When things could no longer work between her mother and her stepfather. I stepped in as the biological father and took her back. And then I began bringing her up myself. Immediately I brought her to Nairobi from Ushago. Ruth, upendi kusikia nikisema nilikutoa Ushago, but that is the truth. Nilikutoa Ushago ukiwa mshamba. Hata Kiswahili huko unajua. So wacha tukubaliane tu kweli. So I brought her from Ushago to Nairobi. She was very naive. She was not able to talk Swahili, not able to talk English. She would only speak Luya. That was her number one and last language. She had never been to any classroom and she was 7 years.
Wow.
Long story. I took her to class 1 straight. I skipped, this was my baby class, my nursery resort, and nimpeleka to class 1 down. And then I assigned her to a Luya teacher who would teach her everything in Luya. Anafundishwa Kiswahili kwa Kiluya, mathematics kwa Kiluya, kila kitu kwa Kiluya. See where she is. So the moment I brought her to Nairobi, every time after she comes back from school, you know, I've always had guitar in my house. So I like playing guitar when I come back home. I discovered that every time I play guitar, she would come and stand right next to me. Here, ataniangalia. Yeah, with all, like, I mean, my dad, guitar, and, you know, like, she's like, I wish I would be the one. Then I began asking her, Mami, can you sing? Ebu imba kidogo. Hata kama ni ya Kiluya imba. Then she would sing something. I'm like, she's singing in tune. Ako kwa kii kabisa. And her voice, lakini sauti yake mbona ina sound kama mwanaume.
She has a deep voice.
Mami, fanya. Fanya. Kumbe hiyo ni sauti yake. Namwambia hiyo sauti yako iko na nini nyingi sana.
That's funny.
Kumbe ndio itakuwa sauti yake.
Imagine.
$1 million voice.
Wow.
So, and then I began, you know, creating simple tunes. We would sing together, you know, songs that I loved. I would teach her and we would sing together until a time when we were able to do a nice duet together.
Oh, wow.
When she was so tiny. Then I took her to other tasks of now, I want to come back, kama umeandika song, hata verse moja ama chorus moja, then we can develop the rest with you. Then narudi nyumbani hajaandika na kula kiboko kidogo because now nilikuwa najua there's something I need to bring out. You saw it. I saw it. And I was convinced. You know, initially I'd been a music teacher.
Yeah.
So sasa huyu hapa na ni wangu hana option. That kitu alishindwa kujifunza kabisa ni instrument. She never, you know, because her voice is her only instrument and I was okay with it. But instruments, piano, guitar, yeah, alishindwa. Yeah, so after I saw that, I began nurturing it. By all means, I would send her to school to sing. I would tell her, when you go to school, please make sure when do unaimba kwa parade. And akiimba kwa parade, every child that comes from school anambia, Baba Ruth, Ruth anaimba kwa parade vizuri leo. The teachers, Baba Ruth, your daughter, she sang on parade today. The whole school went wild. I'm like, oh, you see, something is brewing up here. Yeah. And then it went on and on. I took her to church, to Sunday school. She began singing kwa youth. Kaanza kuongoza. Akirudi nyumbani namwambia hapo uliongoza maembe, uliimba maembe kabisa. Vitu gani hizo ulikuwa unaimba? Slowly by slowly like that. You know, sometimes unakuwa mkali na sometimes unakuwa unauma ukipuliza. Yeah. Then later on, you know, I had a singer in the house. We would go places and sing her. We would sing together. Until her elevation point came when she came and told me she's had about a competition called TPF.
Yes,
Tasker Project Fame.
Yeah.
And she said, Daddy, I'm interested in joining this. By that time when she told me I'm interested in trying this out, she was already a praise and worship leader in some church here in Nairobi. So I told her, you know, this is Tasker Project Fame. And you are a praise and worship leader in church. How is it going? How are they going to take it? She's like, my daddy, it's not going to, you know, to temper with my faith. I'm still a Christian and I'm still a worship leader. I need to try it out. Then I said, okay, you have my blessing. You have the talent. Enda ujibambe. Then she said, now, wewe umekubali ya. Sasa wacha niende kwa bishop wangu. So she went to the bishop. Bishop akamwambia, I have no problem. What has your daddy said? She said, my daddy has no problem. He said, if your daddy has no problem, then I have no problem. I support you. I love that bishop. Yeah. She went. First audition, akanipigia simu. Siji pale National Theatre. Akaniambia amepita. Second audition, akaniambia amepita. The third audition, sasa, akaniambia, Daddy, we are going to the house, kule Ruaraka. Wakaenda. Then we began voting. Began voting, but all the time we were voting, every person was talking about, she was the talk of the town. She was. Kuna msichana anaitwa Ruth Matete. She was. Huyo ndio atawin. Huyo ndio atawin. Yes. I'm like, God, my daughter. We have fine singers from Tanzania, from Rwanda, from Burundi, from Uganda, from Congo. Ruth, you know, it went on and on and on and on. And then I began being hosted by people like you, gifted by Massimo Tua. You are the daddy to that girl. And hiyo ndio ilifanya nijulikane huyu ndio baba Ruth Matete. By the way. Yeah. Hata mimi nilikujua through Evo. Your time. Yes. Yeah, a lot of people knew that time mimi ndio baba Ruth Matete. Yes. Otherwise watu walikuwa wanajua tu ni actor. Yes, that's how I also knew you. Yes. Now oh, sorry. Go on. Yeah, go on. Nilikuwa na? No. Like the first time I saw you was at, I think that was South Sea. And I was like, yeah, that is the actor. This guy is an actor. And I was with my friends. Yes. So I also knew he as an actor. So watu walikuwa wanasema, huyu actor ndio baba Ruth Matete. Yes. So ikaongeza kwa nini yangu. Ikaongeza kwa profile yangu.
How did it feel?
It felt really good because there's even a time NTV wrote a whole 2 pages, not NTV, Standard Media. They gave me a whole 2 pages talking about me and my daughter.
Oh, wow.
And that also gave her a boost when it came to the votes.
Oh, yes.
Because, newspapers,
Yes.
that all over the country.
Oh, yes.
Huyu ndio baba Ruth Matete, I'm voting for her. Huyu ndio baba Ruth Matete, because they walikuchukua picha. And then also, there was a magazine called Parents. We had been also the models for the Parents page. So that also gave us some mileage. When people knew I'm the father, what will vote? We didn't even have to ask for votes. Sana. Yeah, so that elevated her to where everyone came to know about Ruth Matete. And she had a few battles to fight here and there. Some contradicting her faith and some blame, like judging her. Wesi unakuanga unaimbanga church unaendaje kuimba ni nini. But it is what it is. Hiyo ni kawaida ya binadamu.
Yeah.
They will always bash you.
Yeah.
But later on they will become your friends.
Yes.
You remember the blind Bartimaeus? When Jesus was passing, for those who read the Bible, the blind Bartimaeus alisikia Yesu anapita. Akaanza kusema, Jesus, son of David, have mercy upon me. Wewe nyamaza. Wewe nyamaza. Mtu unajua mtu nani? Huyu ni prophet mkubwa sana. Huyu ni prophet. Then akapersist. Then vile Yesu alisikia, Jesus said, who is that man calling me? Come, bring him over to me. The same people walikuwa wanamwambia nyamaza, ndio walikuwa wanasema acha nikupeleka, mimi ndio nakupeleka sasa. Hapana wewe, mimi ndio nampeleka. Sasa tunampeleka kwa mkubwa. That's what happens.
Yeah.
When you are down, people want to push you down, people want to condemn you, people want to bash you. But when God elevates you, they become your friends.
That's true.
Wanaanza kutaka kuwa marafiki, to
Nani
identify with you. Ninajua Mercy, ninajua Gifted by Mercy Mutua, nimeshakuwa kwa hiyo show hata mimi. Unafikiri ndio, that's kawaida ya binadamu. Yeah, na tunawaelewa.
Yeah. So what would you tell a young parent like me and others? I know we are so many of us, and I can see a gift in my child, or and stuff like that. What can I do? I can hear that you are very intentional. You are very intentional.
I was, yes.
In helping Ruth discover and hone her skills very well and to get to where she is. She definitely can attribute it to what you did with her. What would you tell us?
I know most young parents, or not only young, any parent would want their daughters to, especially in this generation, parents now have begun embracing talent and appreciating talent in their children, which is really a positive thing, unlike during our days. So most parents will say, Ruth's dad is talking about being intentional and nurturing her as far as her talent is concerned, because he was also talented the same way she was talented. But in my case, I am a parent and my child is talented in an area I am not talented.
Yes.
Have you seen parents, especially with these gadgets, who have very expensive phones and they've had their phones for a long time, but they depend on their children who do not have phones to operate the phone.
Yes.
Nini? What is your phone?
Imeonyesha kitu hapa. Hii nini?
Hii inakuanga nini? Kuna kasaini kamekuja kwa simu yangu. Ka green hapa nitolee. Badadi nitolee. Get this time. Na yeye ndio mwenye simu.
Yes.
Yeah. So there are kids who are digitally talented.
Yes.
And many other talents that our children have that we do not have. And it's really easy, because now in this generation you can source help from elsewhere, especially in schools. And if the schools are not offering those lessons, it is usually easy for you to reach out through social media, and they will show you how you can reach out to people who are out there and they are well versed, or maybe they are talented in the same way, and maybe they have experience as far as training children in the same way is concerned. And that's why I love CBC. Because most schools have embraced the system where they will, if they have no teacher in school who is talented in that way, they have ways of outsourcing people who are talented to come to school and help the children who are talented. Maybe a child wants to be a drummer, maybe a guitarist, maybe a singer. The parent cannot guide, the parent cannot sing to save their life. The teachers can outsource and get someone who can train their children in whichever area they are talented. So your job is just to identify which area. And sometimes it might not be easy for you to identify, but the teachers can help you, because most teachers will, because of the fact that teachers spend a lot of time with our children more than we do, they are in a better position to discover these talents. And also because in school is when kids, learn from each other. They see you are a good swimmer, they want to swim, and then they discover they can swim even better than you. They come home, they tell you, Daddy, I can swim. And you're like, oh, who said? So teachers can actually help you identify, and they can also help you reach out to get people who can teach your children and nurture your children's talent. Yeah.
And then there are those people who people keep telling you how good you are at this, at that, and it's different people. They don't even know each other, but they all comment about something about you. So say it's me, someone will keep saying, you're a great artist, or you really draw very well. But I've realized, as long as it's your talent, sometimes because it comes so easy to you, you're not sure that actually this is special. So people will tell you it's special, but you don't think it is special. What would you tell this person who people keep telling them how amazing they are at this particular thing, but they've never thought about, being serious with it or nurturing it or building it into something? What would you tell them?
This all comes around to the issue of acceptance. Because there are people who are in denial. They have great and unique talents, but they do not want to accept the fact that they are talented in that way. So sometimes even when you get people giving positive comments and accolades about what they possess or what they are or how they look like or what they can do, special skills, they will always brush it off and say, wachana mimi unani enjoy, some will say, okay, I feel it, but I don't have confidence.
Yes.
Now sinanga confidence. I will give you an example of myself. When my first job in Nairobi, I worked for some Asian guy on Kirinyaga Road. I used to sell spare parts, motor vehicle spare parts. And I worked for about 6 years selling motor vehicle spare parts. And all that time I was talented. The only thing
Exactly, I'm just thinking 6 years. Na hii talent yote, seriously.
Yeah, people would come over the counter and they would say, wapi ule jamaa wa sauti mzuri aniuzie, nataka engine mounting ya Bedford J6. Wapi ule jamaa nini? So this Muindi, every time a customer would come, he would call me. Apal kuja uzia hii customer, because I would speak to them, I would express myself, I would and I had made amazing clientele out of people who were just interested in my voice. Every time they would come to the counter to now I sell, and then we would have extra discussions. And then a lot of people would say, uko na sauti nzuri, ushawahi kujaribu kufanya kwa radio? I'm like, mimi ni mtu wa kuuza spare part bwana. Mimi nauzanga tu spare part ya magari. No, try radio. Like, nitaanzaje radio? Sijaenda shule ya radio. I've never been to any media school or any, school of mass communication. I've never been to any. And people be like, no, ebu jaribu tu. Jaribu kuna sauti mzuri sana. Okay, nitajaribu. Mwaka inakuja inaenda. Nitajaribu. Mwaka inakuja inaenda. 6 years. One gentleman came. Akanambia, I want to get you out of here. I have a proposal from this radio station to start a program, and I want you to be the presenter for that program. I'm like, wait. Wacha mchezo, mimi siwezi kuwa presenter bwana. And by that time, I have people I admire on radio, wakina Leonard Mambo Mbotela, wakina Salim Juma, wakina Mina Faki, wakina Gladys Erude. Those were people from my age. You cannot even.
I only know one.
Leonard Mambo Mbotela. Yeah, so then I'm like, mimi naweza kuwa kama huyo kweli, nini. And then he insisted. I gave in. I said, okay, let me give it a try. So we went to a studio like this. Nikakaa nyuma ya microphone. My hands were sweating. Napanguza kwa mnivi. Koni na sweat. Ebu rekodi, nikasoma, nikarekodi. Wakasema, nice. Sasa ebu jaribu kupresent kitu. Nika-present. That time, it was a program that was sponsored by Kapa Oil Refineries Limited. Ilikuwa inaitwa Njoo Tujadiliane. It was on KBC Radio then. So nikaenda, kampuni ya Kapa Oil Refineries Limited wanakuletea kipindi chako kipendacho cha Njoo Tujadiliane, kampuni inayotengeneza bidhaa murua kama sabuni ya blah blah blah. I don't want to promote it. So the first time it went on air, watu wakaanza kupiga simu, who is this guy, who is this guy? Wow. We like his voice. I presented for a few years, and then people started, auditioning me for voice ads on radio. My friend, the moment I began doing voice ads, VOs for radio, that's when my life on voice began. So this thing, the voice over thing, is what has educated my daughter all through her schooling years. Because I would get commercials for e product. Nikienda ku audition, umechukuliwa, come and record. And all the casting agencies for voice in Nairobi knew me. I know every end month napigiwa simu, Scanad, sijui what, Andrew Crawford, napigiwa simu kuja chukua cheki yako. Ilikuwa ni kama, what have I been doing? Wow. Cheki moja ni kama mshahara wangu ile nilikuwa napata kwa mwindi ya mwezi mzima. Sasa ni cheki moja na beba
moja tu.
Yes. And then that's the same way I moved into acting through the voice, because now when I was casted for the voice overs, most producers will say, we want to use the same voiceover and the same face. So I would cast for TV jobs. There was a year I was on like 3-4 commercials on TV. Ikitoka naingia hii, ni mimi niko kwa hiyo commercial, TV commercial. Na zote ni ma-check.
And you had no background?
I had no prior training, no experience, nothing at all. Sheer talent, gift. That is what it can do. It went on and on and on and on and on and on until saizi. People call me an actor. That's how it started. Hivyo tu kama mchezo. Wow. That's amazing. I am an actor. Watu wananiulizanga, did you go to school? No. Did you go to any mass communication school? No. I am now the station's voice for Citizen FM, 106.7 FM. And this is my 20th year. Wow. Doing the same job, branding the station. Yeah. That's amazing. That's sheer talent amazing. And gift. I give God all the glory. And it took that one guy to say, ebu kuja wewe. That one gentleman. Ula lindoa kwa counter ya Muindi. Ulishaimwona tena? Unamjua? Like, yeah, of course. Yeah, okay. We are in touch. He's my father. Yes. That is a father. He is. He's a father, yes. Aliniambiwa wacha ujinga, twende. Na kila mtu asikae angoje father ama mother. No. Take yourself there. People were telling you, but you never thought. Those people you shun away, you shove off and say, wachane na mimi siwezi, mimi sina confidence. No, you gather confidence when you start. Yeah. You can never get confidence to start. But that's very true. You get confidence after starting. Yes. Yeah. After the first step. Even a baby, when the babies are learning to walk. Yes. How old is your baby? Oh, they're old. Almost 7 and almost 5. Hao ni wakubwa. When they began walking. Yes. Walisimama tu wakaanza kutembea. Hapana. Sasa alianza na ya kwanza, ya pili anaanguka. Anasimama tena anashika meza, ya pili ya tatu anaanguka. Tena anasimama anashika meza, then ingine anakuja anafika pale anakuja mbio no. Akaanza namna hivyo. So baby steps. You gain confidence when you begin. Yeah. And as you go. Yes, as you go on. But before you start, you cannot gain confidence. In all other areas, even when you're a talented swimmer. Yes. When you're a talented swimmer, you have to get into the water. You cannot say, mimi najua naweza swim na niwezi kuingia kwa hiyo maji. Once you get into the water, umeze maji 2-3. All swimmers wanameza maji. Yeah. All drivers. Hata baiskeli lazima uanguke uumize magoti. That's true. So you have to begin to gain this confidence. Yeah. That's the lesson. Yeah.
Get to know, discover the talent.
Yes.
And start working on it.
Discover the talent. Accept it first.
Yes.
Because there are people, like I said, people who have talent but hawajajikubali.
Oh yes.
Hawajakubali. Wanaambiwa tu na watu, they are, you know, you are good at this, but hawajajikubali. So accept. Once you accept, then you take the next step of trying out something. However small. Hata kama ni kidogo aje. Anzia mahali. Yeah. A lot of people ask me, how do I get into acting? You do not wait for someone to call you to put you on TV. Start doing something on your small phone.
Yes.
And post it out. Nowadays, we have social media platforms that will elevate you in one day. You just do something like this that will just, one day like this, you are trending. And
that's true.
Yeah. So, anzia mahali. So, usingoje ati, mbako, I want to get on TV. A lot of people approach me, young guys, ati mimi nipeleke tu kwa TV. Mimi hata sitaki kulipwa, nataka tu kwa kujulikana. Ujulikane ndio ukule nini? Ukule hiyo kujulikana yako. So, start somewhere. And once you start, you can gauge yourself.
Yeah.
And other people will also support you.
Yeah.
Yeah, people will
and
tell
something
you.
I have heard you say is get a mentor, get someone who has gone ahead of you.
It is very important.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's very important. Get a mentor, get someone, although nowadays also you have really to trust God for a good mentor, because nowadays there's that ile ubinafsi, a lot of people want equal, me. A lot of people would not, it's so sad that a lot of people hawataki kuona watu wengine wakiendelea. Wacha niweke namna hivyo. They do not glory in other people progressing. They just want to be au ndio wanategemewa. Mimi ndio nimeendelea, unakuja kwangu na kuchotea. Kesho tena unanipigia simu nasema, "Oh, uko huyu anataka tu kitu." You know? But when you empower someone, when you teach someone how to fish, they will fish and eat fish the rest of their lives. But if you give them fish, they will eat once. And they will not eat fish again.
Yes.
So this is to the mentors and to the guys who have made it out there. Please make sure to mentor someone. Make sure to leave a legacy behind, because when you're all is said and done and you're not able to do what you're doing right now, because everything comes to an end. These things are temporary. Because even marathon runners, they wear out and their muscles wear out and they cannot run anymore. But there are people they've trained, the people they've encouraged, who will go and you know they will leave the legacy and say, so and so trained me, so and so encouraged me. So make sure that you leave people behind you who will say, I have a father, I have a mother who held my hand to be where I am today.
Wow, amazing. Let's talk about, and I'd say this would be the last thing, but I would like to hear and for you to share about talent and discipline, because those people I know mimi mnoma hii kitu mimi mnoma, but I have no discipline, I have no decorum, I do not know how to talk to people, I don't know, you know. Saa ingine pia tunataka tukue star, you know, like I've been with you for events where you're the band, performing band in that event.
Correct.
But you don't go like, I'm the star, I'm an actor, I'm what. No, actually you're always there just asking me, are we doing it okay? Is everything okay? And you just want to make sure your client is happy, your client is, you know, getting the best they can get from you. You're never the star. Let's talk about that.
They say, I might not put it there in the right way, but they say talent will take you somewhere, but character will keep you there. Because true. Now, if talent will give you a good job, it will take discipline and character for you to maintain that job. Like I've just told you, I've been the station's voice for the last 20 years. It's not because there are other people who cannot do better than me. There are other people who have come up, young people who have very nice voices, better than mine. But I have been kept there because of character and discipline. So you might be talented kama nani mwenyewe, but if you are not disciplined, if you are not of good character, you will stay there for a few months and you'll be shown the door. You will find yourself dwindling off because you cannot sustain. You cannot keep time. You cannot speak the truth. You want to lie all the time. You are disrespectful. You are proud and self-conceited. You want to show people you are the star. Una change kuvaa just because song yako moja umetoa imehit. Unaenda places unataka kuforce kwenda kuimba kwa platform because when song yako inacheza kwa radio sana, you will not stay for long. So discipline, number one.
We can see that.
Yeah.
How many years again?
40-something.
40-something.
Yes.
Amazing.
Thank you so much.
It has been an amazing conversation, and to just hear your story, part of your story and your journey. I know it's a lot, but we've tried just to have something kidogo from it, and it's been amazing. I have learned. I believe you have learned, and I hope we can have you again here to speak something, some wisdom to us. I am so grateful, first of all, that you made time to be here. It's, you know, a great privilege to have you here. I know you have so much. I mean, you just came from a set to all the way here to Machakos. Thank you so much. And I just hope this will be an inspiration to someone. It will teach someone something, you know. So thank you so much.
Thank you, Gifted by Mercy. And
Asante.
like I said, we have lots of wisdom to pour into this show.
Yes.
And we've not even spoken anything about parenting.
I know.
And I know there are people who think Ruth Matete just came up to be who she is, like she never had any flaws.
Yes.
But I would like to come back next time and speak how zile vita tumekuwa naye, zile viboko, zile kuepa mepa kwa nyumba akienda nje. I want to pour them out. What we do, you might be talented, but you also have your own weaknesses. But you do not base on those weaknesses.
Yes.
You base on the talent.
You build the talent.
Kila mtu akona weaknesses zake. But wachana nazo, build the talent.
Amazing. I mean, we have to have that one. Hata nyinyi mmesikia, si mimi nimesema, ni yeye amesema. You have to do a kanini for us.
Yeah.
Please give us the guitar.
Upendo wako wanizuzua, uzuri wako ulinganishwi. Upendo wako wanizuzua, uzuri wako ulinganishwi. Wala siwezi kuelezea, niseme nini mpenzi wa roho yangu. Sikujua upendo hadi nilipokupata. Nilipokupata mimi nikatosheka. Sijawahi kupendwa jinsi unavyonipenda. Kifo hakitatutenganisha, kwani wewe ulishinda kifo. Magonjwa hayatatutenganisha, kwani wewe ni tabibu wa karibu. Niseme nini mpenzi wa roho yangu, sikujua upendo hadi nilipokupata. Nilipokupata mimi nikatosheka. Sijawahi kupendwa jinsi unavyonipenda. Niseme nini mpenzi wa roho yangu, sikujua upendo hadi nilipokupata. Nilipokupata mimi nikatosheka. Sijawahi kupendwa jinsi unavyonipenda.
Fantastic. Wow, that's amazing.
Asante sana, Mercy. Thank you
amazing,
so much. Asante.
amazing. Thank you for being here. So thank you so much, our viewers. Thank you, our followers. Thank you for being here and watching us. Please subscribe. This has been your show, Gifted by Mercy Mutua. Until next time, we love you. Thank you.
For the young and
Go ahead.
old, gifted by Mercy Mutua. Are you gifted? Gifted by Mercy Mutua. God's giftings, gifted by Mercy Mutua.
Wonderful, wonderful.